You just fucking at me?
Yeah, you got fucking atted. Dookie atted.
We'll wait for people to trickle back in again before we actually get started.
I'm gonna leave this in India.
That's risky, but okay. Whereabouts, just the in-plug chat, or?
No.
Oh, you're going straight to Gen chat, nice.
Bitch, I do what I want, yeah.
Wait, why are we having... Wait, okay, you push it in Beezle, you do.
Yeah.
NBL can't wait too. NBL's fine. What?
Yeah,
There's nobody
kind of people.
in there that I wouldn't trust to be in a chat. Like what?
We love India.
Yeah, NBL's the big boy.
Okay. There's a few people in there, so we ready to get started, or?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We'll start off with Jack's team, start from the top.
We have to get it.
Yeah.
Jack's team. Jack's team.
I kinda dislike this team. The hazard game is
I don't.
Dawn fan.
Yeah, I don't dislike it, but it just. It's not fun to look at. It's not even like. It's not fun to play, but it's not even like super frustrating to build for. It doesn't look like it. Just.
It feels weak for a Jack team. Like I expect him to draft better.
Yeah.
Is my kind
Yeah,
of
there's some weird stuff here that's not quite capitalized right. It's a lot of Jack core stuff, but it's just.
It's
weird.
kind of funny to me that this is another Lele team that doesn't really seem to be building around Lele at all.
not at all.
Yeah, there's like a Starmie, but that's it.
Like,
Yeah. Does that really count? Even.
Lele, Stela, and Weavile, those three are good together. But then you also just ignore the Lele, and then you go Stela, Weavile, Mega Venusaur, and that's a completely different draft, which is also very good. And then the rest of the draft seems to kind of follow that game plan more, and just kind of forget that the Lele exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not like that terrible, because I do think this team is strong enough to support, like, even without Lele, and then you just have, like, hey, I'm Lele.
Yeah.
Kind of require an answer.
Yeah.
You've got the Manga Zone for, like, stopping skills. That will
Okay,
come
who
to
just
Lele.
changed the team?
Buzzful is also good. for
Please
Lele.
don't do that.
Mhm.
Whoever else was on the dock, please don't do that.
Good job. Professional streaming quality.
Yeah. I have a
Yeah,
professional
like,
stream here.
it's
No stream at all.
okay.
It's fine. Yeah, my main criticism is that the hazard game is pretty much entirely propped up by Dawn Fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, Helico doesn't mind doing setting of that stuff, and Starmie doesn't mind spitting, but it's basically kind of just Don Fan doing the stuff that it, like, it's not Finn is the only thing that doesn't mind running that shit a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no.
I think Celesteela Mega Venusaur is very annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
Like, that is quite frustrating with the double seeds. And he's got a bunch of offensive shit that can capitalize on that.
You.
I think he would
He
would prefer a better fire switching than he has available to him on this team, but
that's fair. Yeah, that's fair, because a lot of his teams kind of weak to fire.
yeah, and then like the resists or Nihilego, that's a fine fire resist for special attackers, but anything with Flare Blitz is just going to kill it anyway. Zydog 10 isn't really a resist to anything.
Yeah.
And Starmie is kind of...
Starmie's okay.
Yeah, Starmie works, but...
Yep.
It requires the defensive investment to be able to switch into things.
It does. This team just feels like there's something missing. I really can't figure out what it is, but... It feels incomplete.
Yeah. I can't quite figure it out either, but it just... I don't hate the team though, but I don't hate the team at all. Like it'll definitely function. It's a Jack.
See, I kind
this
of
is a Jack team that'll still work. He'll make it work. I know. Like
I think most of the reason why I hate this team is because I expect better drafts from Jack.
Yeah, that's kind of insane. Like this is the weakest Jack draft I've seen for a while.
So.
Yeah.
Why is this one at my house so long?
But I mean, other than the kind of obvious things that we've already stated, I don't think there's really much more to say about this team.
Yeah.
It just kind of has those like couple clear things that stand out, and then it's just... Other than that, it's fine. It's workable.
Yeah, it's fine. And he's got very, very good electric support for Steela. If it had the same level of fire support, that would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to move on unless you guys have anything else you want to say about this, but I don't think there's anything else I have to.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Solidly okay, team.
It's okay out then.
Yeah.
Okay. So on to Jores. And there's
man's team.
for all the hazard clear that Jack lacked, I think Jores is kind of made up threefold.
Oh man. This team is just so weird to me. Like I can't make head or tail of it. Ow. It's like he has, you know, Superior and Cortana in every grass answer. Thank God.
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah.
Shit ton of defog.
I mean, this
See, the
kind
weird
of
thing
defog
is,
with Mega Pinsir and Volcarona is good.
yeah, like the weird thing is, I don't think this team is actually that bad. Like,
No.
it's very, very weird. I think the Feeny is an appropriate pick for Feeny. I guess it works on this team.
Yep.
Pretty offensive.
It's not like overdrafted. I see Feeny overdrafted a lot and it annoys me, but I think
Yeah, I think it's a very
round 4 or
appropriate
round 3 of like normal picks, I think that's about when it should be going.
Mm-hmm. A ton of fighting leagues, and he's got a ton of fighting resist.
I mean, it's going to be pulling a lot of weight every game to kind of switch into fire and ice moves, but
Yeah, the big thing is the fire weakness is like quite bad.
and then Mega Lati and Feeny together kind of, like, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think they like
I mean, it's not,
appreciate.
yeah, it could be better.
I almost missed talking about this one. Sorry. I'm back now. That was weird, but anyway, yeah. I don't know if you guys did it already because I wasn't listening, but I just love the defog spam into Bishop
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's another thing. All this defog and then
It's not
defog
even
users.
really like Bishop as a webs deterrent because there's already Superior, there's already Flyers, and there's masses of defog. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's just a very weird team. I think it will somewhat work.
I think if teams don't prepare for the grass spam, then it's just going to do what it wants to do.
Mm-hmm. You can't ignore. There's so many threats in this team. You can't ignore them.
Yeah.
I think you can defend against them well enough, but yeah. Solidly weird out of 10 is my analysis.
I think it's a good weird though. It like works.
It's grown on me the more I've seen it.
Yeah.
Like I keep looking back at it and I'm like, it's starting to sort of.
Yeah, it's
kinda
one of
makes
those
sense.
teams that I shouldn't like, but I kind of do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish him the best.
even the Stunfisk is like weird, but I can appreciate it.
Dude, this stuff has been so bad. I don't understand that. That's like why? Like why does it
Okay.
like of all the Pokemon that are like fucking mean ass Stunfisk.
Sunfisk is the. Well, Sunfisk is just only ground and only electric. Nice.
But it's all he's weak to electric though. It's like it's so weird. It's a lovable weird.
Yeah.
I do wish him the best in this team.
It is endearing for sure.
Yeah. I give him props for drafting this. Take some balls.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to kind of pray against a good steel type after Volcarona dies. I would just prefer like any other electric than Stunfisk on this team.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Any Volt Switch. Sorry, I should clarify. Any Mon Switch.
Sorry, Jack's being brain cancer right now.
It's okay.
Extremely cursed.
Rotom Frost. Fucking get that shit in there. Easy. Alright. Let's go on to next
Yeah,
team.
let's move on. So, Vent's team next. This team is so frustrating to me. I think it's
That's
trying to do
true.
too many things at once,
It is.
and it's not really doing any of them as well as it should be doing.
Yeah. I typically like Random Rain. This, not a huge fan of.
I don't think it.
Because
I
love
don't think the
Mega
random
Charizards in
rain
this team.
does well here. So
Yeah.
I'll explain my problem with the random rain here. It doesn't add the extra pressure from the speed because you've already got Lucha with Sedum Burden. So your primary grass resist is going to be Mega Charizard X, which you're not bringing if you're bringing Mega Parrot.
So then you have Bulu and Fortress, which are pretty abusable, I would say. If
Yeah,
they're,
so-
if they're consigned to only one role,
Bulu
then
as the
they
other
become abusable.
grass resist. First of all, Bulu's not really a real grass resist. Second of all, you're gimping your Mega Parrot. Yeah, it can run Tantrum, but then you're still gimping your Earthquake by 25 base power.
Mhm.
Yep. Basically that.
Yeah.
You have stronger opinions on it than I do, so.
I think it swapped out the mini Rain Core for something else. I don't know what, but something else to play into the kind of Because like the Aegislash, Charex, and Tapu Bulu, those three are really, really scary. And if you I feel like if you focus the team more around that, instead of trying to have the random 2-mon Raincore, I think this team would be a lot scarier.
Yeah. It's also really fire weak when he doesn't bring rain.
Yeah.
It's like MCharX is the only thing.
Yeah, that's a big issue. Like, he can bring...
is he gonna bring, like, Pelipper with rain? With like, MCharX? Yeah.
That's still not good, but, like, he can bring non-mega Swampert or something.
Yeah, what other water grounds are available? Like, is Gastrodon still up?
It might be.
I think if you pick up a Gastrodon as like a water ground and then swap Pelipper for something else, I'm not sure what.
I think he should have just focused more on his hazard game and not Gaudy Fortress with this Raincore. Like, personally, like, I think if he kind of just, like, figured out, like, the first 5 Mons are great, and then just focus on, like, the rest of his Mons just supporting those.
Yeah.
But he kind of picks his Fortress pick, which is, like, I don't know, it does everything. I mean,
he's established what
trades.
his team wants to do, and then he's kind of tried to build a second team after he's finished that.
Yeah.
And it just feels weird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what Chansey is really doing. Like,
It's
okay,
wishy
Aegislash Chansey is good, but
yeah.
I don't know why it's there, because honestly, I think Aegislash Meloetta is also good.
Yeah.
I prefer that one, because
Yeah,
of the
same. I mean, both Chansey and Meloetta are ghost immune. It's a nice one, SJ.
Both are knock like anyway. Like Chansey and Meloetta both hate knock. I think he needs better dark resists. Because... What? Okay.
Jack is hacking the stream right now.
Jack is hack.
Nah, Jack's just being balanced.
Jack is hack.
He's mad because we gave his team bad review.
It deserves bad review.
Do we have anything else to say about this team?
Not really.
It's weird, because I don't think it's, like,
I think
inherently bad. It just
yeah.
does feel like it's trying to be.
It suffers from not being focused enough. And that's really like the only thing that's wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
So on to, is it Zern? XRN? I don't know how you would
Zern.
pronounce it.
I don't know, fucking, I think it's Zern.
It's X right now. That's what you do when you see this team. You put X right now.
Yep, I like this thing a lot. It has its job really nicely, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hazard game isn't my favorite by any means, but like
I think
it
this team
works.
has enough threatening mons that he doesn't really mind about the hazards much. It's just like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get my threats in, I'm just gonna press buttons that nothing can switch into. If you're gonna waste time bothering with hazards, then I'm just gonna get free turns and win the game.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? You're setting rocks? Well, now my Suicune's a +1/+1. Behind us up. Reuniclus is +1. Glade's a +2. Like, fucking, it's just annoying as shit.
Yeah.
a bit.
The only kind of bad thing is he doesn't have, like, rocks, really. Like, Garchomp and Blissey as rockers
Yeah.
isn't great. Because Blissey's a weird one on this team.
Yeah, a little bit. I actually like Miltank more on the team, I think.
Yeah.
I like that too, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. It's not like he really, like, okay, I like Wish with Moderna. Like, that's obviously good.
He's got the Mega Gallade Wish.
Yeah, man, it's pretty good.
But like,
In a vacuum, Magruna Blissy's nice. On this team, it's not as good. If that makes sense. Also, Magruna's only fair resist, which isn't great.
oh yeah, there's only fair resist.
But
Okay, yeah, that's actually a fairly
like Muck
acceptable-
can kind of deal with fairies, but
It's not a
Yeah.
resist. Though.
yeah, it's
Like,
not resisting. So maybe that's a little bit exploitable. It's like he only has one fairy switch
Magruna
in.
is just one mon.
Like if a Comfy
Yeah.
gets like a couple combines off or something. I don't know how a Comfy manages that versus this team, but just in a hypothetical situation where that happens, then
Yeah. Gets it off on Blissey, right?
yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I think he needs like +6 to actually do any damage to Blissey. Yeah, I know. It's
No, it just presses
a great
Leech Seed
team.
on it just presses Leech Seed on Blissey.
not true. It's actually
Like
true.
Comfy just needs like Taunt, Leech Seed, Cam Mind, and Drain Case. And if it
Yeah.
managed to get any kind of space against this team, it would.
And then it
but
gets
yeah, that's like
iron-headed by Magruna.
Yeah, it's like a niche case. So
Overall, this is a very good team.
yeah,
Like,
I agree.
I think it just needs to play around the fairies, and it can do that.
yeah.
Like
It
all
has
of its
enough-
mons
it
get
has enough
coverage to kill
deal-
fairies. So,
enough tools to deal with fairies well enough.
yeah,
That's kind of like the one part, the one kind of major hole in this team that could be exploited.
it's like hazard setting isn't great, and fairy weakness.
Yeah,
But overall, it's just so powerful. Like the combination.
I think teams will
Who's
struggle
excellent
to
front
get
line.
like teams will struggle to get free turns against this team
Yeah.
to do what they want. So
Yeah, for sure.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because,
Good team, knows how to pressure well.
yeah. Let's move on to confusion.
oh.
Be
It sums up
Extremely
some of my
appropriate
feelings about this
learning.
team.
It?
Well, it's got the comfy, so it's a free win against Zern. Right?
Yeah, I mean we've given him the set that he needs against Zern. So if we don't see that week 10, then or week 9 Zern better draft a comfy answer. Or yeah, trade for a comfy answer week 9. But,
Yeah.
But so what you're saying about Zeraora and like the Volt turn, he does have like okay
Yeah.
Volt turn.
I think this is a much
On
better
this team.
Zeraora team than we saw the last time.
Mhm.
Well, that's by default, I think, but you know. Anyway.
Especially because you've part of that Volturn is the Hydreigon and Staraptor, which are coming in the
Yeah.
round.
Zero Hydra is good, I like that one.
And then again we've got Volturn enabling Mega Metagross.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
Like
There's
that-
no slow turn enabling it, which is a bit unfortunate. I mean, you got like comfy, I guess. But
Yeah, Comfy can enable it. Yeah,
Hey,
Comfy
there
can
you
work.
go.
Hydreigon can do it.
the weird thing, the Smurgle is very weird to me.
Yeah, well. Yeah, Smeargle, I don't know why it's there.
The Smurgle
Like-
and the Avalog, I don't know why they're there.
Yeah, like I don't think this team needs webs, really. Like
Yeah.
the hazard game isn't great on it, so I mean, if he wants to run like a suicide league Smurgle with hazards each game, maybe.
Yeah,
There's still better hazard setters, though. In general, there's better rock setters up, there's better anything
Yeah.
setters up.
There's better just general mons than like this, so it does just feel weird to have it. But yeah, an Avalog
Yeah, like-
exists, Quagsire exists, I guess.
He started off super offensive, and then it's kind of.
I don't entirely
Yeah.
hate the Quagsire. I would
I don't.
would have
I don't
liked it
hate
to
it,
be
but,
picked like later on. Like when
Yeah,
Speckle was
it's like-
picked, you pick Quagsire then instead. And
Yeah, it's like round 8 Quagsire. There's a lot of good stuff up
then,
at
yeah.
that point.
And then your round 7 and your round 8, you pick something else other than Quagsire and Avalog. And then
Yeah.
I think this team is a lot better.
Yeah, like.
like those two picks are just like questionable. I can understand the Smurgle kind of in a niche aspect.
Well, thank you, Jack, for live adding in all the hazard moves that Smeargle gets.
Yeah, Smurgle in fact does get every move in the game, guys.
Except like 40.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks, Jack. Actually, the best.
Yeah.
This is why we have you.
It's an okay team, though.
Yeah.
Like it. Yeah, it's just okay.
It's just got kind of like a couple dead spots in the roster where it's like, why is this here?
Yeah, I think kind of the sad point to me is like all of his ground resist immunities are very offensive Pokemon. Hydreigon's the only one that could really sort of go defensive.
Yeah.
You're doing like toss or kill Breloom.
Breloom's not really a resist to anything.
Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Avalugg needs to go. Smurgle could possibly stay, but just fix Avalugg.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to X-Naut's team.
Okay.
I mean.
Oh, this is a team.
Ooh.
This is a team.
And it's
as strong as Dougie is on a Naganadel team, I don't think you take it round 1.
Yeah, no, not you take it like right there, but you know, I don't really hate that either. What I do hate is the Mega Sableye right after.
Yeah. I mean, we were in the Dawn draft. We were questioning it as a last pick. So
round 2.
I'm not sure we can find a way to justify picking it round 2. Unless you were going for some clear stall team, which this team kind of then goes away from again.
Yeah. The Moltres. There was a lot of fire types when this Moltres was picked.
Yeah. I mean, even the Incineroar that was picked up later on.
Yeah. As an example.
Yeah, I like Naga Azufero. That's not bad.
And when Moltres is your defogger, something's up.
Hey, what's the cup, man?
Yep. Yeah, like
I
mean, he's trying to force other team to defog because he's bringing Pharaoh and he's like flag stacking, and he's got Mega Sableye to deal with like other stuff, and then he can go to Naganadel. But it's just, I don't know, it feels very weak.
It feels very forced when he could just run like normal hazard control instead.
Yeah. He could have just picked better Pokemon, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got good offensive Pokemon. I like how his back end is kind of just doing a bunch of nice U-turning stuff, but
yeah, no, his back end is like very good. Like everything Lucario to Electros.
Like this is the complete opposite of most other drafts, and that you just look at the last 4 months and it's like, wow, this is a really good. Like you look at the Naganadel, and then you look at the last 4 or 5 picks, and it's like, wow, this is a really good draft. This must be a really good team.
Yeah.
But then it's just kind of, there's a bunch of other stuff drafted in the middle.
It's just a bunch of jank picks.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
Yeah, kind of.
The thing is, that's kind of frustrating because that's harder to fix in the free agency because there's not going to be all the round 1, 2, 3 picks left to choose from.
It's quite, in terms of like value, his best one's Naganadel, then it's like Azumarill and Furfrou.
Yeah.
He's like missing like a round 1, 2 pick in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like that's hard to fix.
Yeah.
I mean, that said, Naganadel Dougie will still win games because it's just kind of busted if you can't deal with it properly.
Yeah, like, I don't hate. The only thing I really question about this team is the necessity of Mega Sableye and the Moltres. Like the rest of this, I don't really care too much about. I can excuse the early Dougie,
Like, I could almost excuse the Dougie if it was like, okay, I'm gonna go all in on the Naga win con, which clearly the tail end of the draft does go into that as well. So like, if the Mega Sableye and the Moltres were something else that were more like all in on, I'm going to fuel Naga and get Naga to win me games, I think this would be a lot more solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the Aju and the Pharaoh are just like the Aju forces a lot of stuff to die that Naga doesn't super like deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So I can respect that, and Lucario does that too. He's not super weak to a lot of types. He actually handles ice decently.
The funny thing is, I don't necessarily hate this team. It just
I don't
frustrates
either.
me.
Yeah, that's
It just could be a lot better.
Yeah.
The issue with it.
Yeah, that's about it.
I feel like Moltres is such a wasted pick, though.
Yeah.
Moltres is a weird one. Like that was just I not understand that pick personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what
Weird value. Well, weird value aside, it's an okay team.
I
Yeah.
think it should be okay.
Okay, so onto Itz's team. It's whatever.
Whatever.
Is this the first team without a logo?
Possibly.
I think so. He might have a logo, but I don't actually know if he does.
But yeah, I don't know where it's not weird off this. Oh.
So this is kind of reminded me of Chess's team in the last one, but not at all.
Yeah. It's like chess light.
It's not really. Kind of. It also has a bunch of weird jank at the tail, and it has the round 7 plus Epsilon, which is weird. Good, I mean. It has Gigalith's extra drill stand, which I think is underrated as far as that goes. Gigalith round 11 is also kind of nice value in general,
Yeah.
because it's a good Pokemon. It is a good Pokemon by itself.
I like Mega Gyarados with the package Latios.
Yeah, no, that's scary.
It's a decent combo, yeah.
Yeah, that's scary enough.
This team really hates water type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His hazard game is his hazard setters are just. I mean, he has the spikes with Scolipede, and then he has the stealth rocks with his sand core,
Yeah,
which
it's like
is
if
fine. I mean, like Gigalith is
wants-
okay at doing it.
yeah, his hazards are his Sandcore, so it's kind of
Gigalith can do it though, so like it's not a big deal.
yeah.
Removal's fine. I guess that's about all he needs.
Yeah, I think that's about the appropriate amount of hazard removal because they're all super reliable removers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're decent.
Yeah.
Which is nice because this team does really appreciate rocks being gone.
Yeah, I really appreciate them being gone.
They really likes no rocks. Between Blacephalon, Scolipede, Ninetales,
So I think it's actually fine for this.
Gyarados, and regular forms.
Yeah, I think it's fine for this team to just kind of accept that rocks aren't going to be up and not bother setting them and just get them cleared.
Yeah.
Excadrill could just run the hazard game in a lot of games by itself and just have rock spin and then just dual stabs.
Yeah.
And then that's probably fine for a lot of games.
Yeah. It's not terrible. I will say I do like the Ninetales with Manaphy. I know you fucking hate it.
Yeah, I hate it, but
I do like it. It is a threat. You get the Orville up, and then you have Manaphy that clicks the Rain Dance. That's scary. But
I think it invests too much time into the one thing.
yeah, but he's got like decent things from Orville.
Yes. I'm more just meaning that specific, like,
Yeah,
set up Aurora Veil and then switch into Manaphy and then Z Rain Dance and then Tailglow. And it's or Tailglow and then Z Rain Dance. It's like a lot of turns to dump into the one thing.
it is just like an option for it.
Yeah.
But
that's just why.
Even
that's just why
Blaze
I
Under
don't
Royal is
particularly-
nice. I kind of like Blaze Under.
Okay. I mean, what's it tanking?
It's not like tanking anything. It'd be like a Orville and sacking the Ninetales, but then
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, but then it's still what's it tanking? Like, why is the
It
Aurora
tanks
Milk-
stuff under the Orville.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I can't be bothered. So.
It's a squishy Pokemon, but
I remain doubtful, but I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'm not. Benefit of doubt never wins out. Let's see. Reaches is not too massive.
I like Umbreon
Fighting
hitting
plus
the top is just like
fighting plus flying. Fighting plus flying is annoying here. Fighting
yeah.
plus a little bit.
I think any kind of ground spam with U-turn is annoying for this team.
A little bit. Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, I think that's important to say. There is like 2 line nurses in this. Not a bad team though. I think it'll
I like that.
solid.
be okay.
I think just as a defensive backbone, Umbreon and Hitmontop by themselves just kind of support each other
Yeah,
really well.
That actually doesn't work too awfully. Like it's not a good team versus fairies per se, but it might feel forced into special defensive extra drill at some point. That's not even a bad bet.
Yeah.
Like he has good cons besides sand drill, so
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
mean,
thing is,
one,
like,
like,
forcing
best one.
series in is free switches for Pete and Excadrill, so...
He can just run best on the X-Drill if he needs to.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't like AV drill that much, but I'm okay with the X.
I appreciate it if it's just spinning, and
Yeah,
Pressing buttons
if it's
and-
just like a spin set with like Iron Head, Rock Slide.
I don't hate
It's
it.
quick.
Yeah, it's okay though, but I like that stuff too.
Okay. I'll
But no, it's an okay team.
we'll move
Yeah, I
on.
like it.
We'll move on to my team, and I'll just take a back seat and let you guys blame me.
Look at those priority picks.
Yeah, this is just like so much prowess, man. It's not a bad thing.
Zero cleric.
Yeah, so
Wait, his lantern has heal bell though. What the fuck?
Yeah.
yeah,
Jack,
it's
fix your
Jack,
dog.
fix your dog.
Jack Bucks.
Dragonite has
I mean,
heal bell
it's-
as well.
It does have heal bell from that event. I mean, the team is very good in offense, but it does suffer from like lack of generic switch-ins.
Yeah.
Like its backbone is like Lantern, Kecleon, and Scissor Mega. That's its bulk.
Hey, lantern.
Lancet and Dragonite gained heal bell while we were...
Oh, crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, like I don't know. That's not
I think
ideal.
this, as a draft, suffered a lot from... Basically, I had defensive mons in mind, and they would get picked right before I would go for them. So I just kind of settled for the more offensive option instead, as a replacement.
Yeah.
And as a
I
result,
mean-
I just kind of ended up a lot more offensive than I was intending.
I don't think that's also a bad thing here. This offense punishes so much shit. It's kind of ridiculous to look at.
Yeah, the amount of pro is just insane.
Yeah.
Wait, Scissor gets heal bell? What?
Yeah, he's.
Oh, it's actually a fucking meme.
No.
Okay.
And Zelf,
Not having a base 100 kind of sucks, I think.
yeah. I don't think it matters as much with Infernape and Mimikyu. I think that's tight enough around base 100 that it can work. But
Yeah. I'm not a huge Zelf fan. Looking at this overall team.
yeah, I would very much have preferred to get the Uxie.
Yeah, you could have got Mesprit though.
I prefer Mesprit, but
But yeah,
Right.
Mesprit going before he's Azelf was under whack.
I specifically asked you for advice, SJ, and you said the Azelf was better than the Mesprit here. So,
Well, I'd be
I'm looking at it overall, okay? I'm just looking at it now. I'm like,
Well, you have stupid offense. So
Yeah,
you
it's
can't go wrong.
very stupid offense. A lot
Like
of
you
setup
can
as well.
just do.
It's
Like
a
you
lot
have
of
some ones
momentum
that
and
run
then
fat,
Mimikyu and
fine. Like
Dragonite
Scizor can run
to
fat, Dragonite can run fat.
Like, how many of these
Can run
ones
fat.
can just run fucking dance?
Was that?
Shit, annoying as shit. Like, how many of these Pokemon can just run and just be annoying as
You
shit?
keep cutting out on the like one thing that you're trying to say.
No. How many of these things can learn Swords Dance and be annoying as shit?
Oh.
Like, there's like 5
2,
at
3,
least.
4, 5.
Right?
6.
This is 5,
6 of them,
yeah, 5 of those fuckers can just. And then Azelf can nasty plot. Infinite can also nasty plot.
And Scizor and Decidueye can pass the Swords Dance.
Yeah.
To a nasty plot user.
Yeah.
I mean, Decidueye
No.
can pass the nasty plot as well.
It can't, yeah.
To the Z-Rain Dance Dragonite.
Actually, it's not a nasty plot person. I didn't even look at it. It's okay.
Oh yeah, Z. Yeah, these are okay. Infernape
you
is
just gotta
like
scarf Infernape,
appreciated, but
why?
it doesn't
Who
need
cares?
it.
Yeah, I don't think Infernape would have appreciated it more than Mimikyu and Dragonite did.
Yeah, I think this.
I think
I just
that
got 3 users, so.
call me choose if you want, but I think that Infernape appreciates Z more than Gren.
I would disagree for Protean and Gren.
Yeah, Protean and Grand, dude.
Well, yeah. But,
regular Gren and
Life Force is
Ash
gonna-
Gren, I would completely agree with you, but Protean and Gren, I think, really, really.
I think
wants
Protean
to
and Grand is very much a good Z user. That is
Actually, it is, I guess. Yeah.
It just
it'll
gives
work.
it so
It's
much.
both
Like
made,
if you
actually.
if you go into the usually useless move section in the team builder, and then you go down there, there's a lot of moves in there that having a Z move makes Gren able to break a lot of stuff that it normally shouldn't be able to touch.
I mean, I'm just thinking of the, like, Ice Beam stab. Like, Z Ice stab.
Yeah, I mean that as
Quite
well, of course.
good.
But
I was thinking of that more than the, like, fucking niche-ass dig gameplay. But,
Yeah, no, this team actually has a lot of solid. It has
good.
solid offensive rockers and one defensive-ish rocker, Kekleon, which isn't really a defensive mode.
it's especially defensively.
It can
Yeah,
be,
it's-
but like it's not really like a bulky thing.
It's pretty bulky, dude.
It's bulky
It
on
blows the shit out of Raikou.
Yeah.
I guess actually, well, it can do that. I guess I don't fucking care.
Plus, you have to go all in on the Protean memes. Like if you have I'm pretty sure Garch did this in Dogs.
Yeah, Garsh did the exact same thing.
Like if you have Protean Greninja, you have to get Kecleon as well. It's like a law.
It's a lot. Okay. But
I don't know.
it's like
It's a good
it's like the
team,
third
big
rule.
prio, big setup.
It has a lot of
Pretty
ways to
annoying.
revenge kill like everything. It has a lot of ways to threaten everything. It's
Yeah.
just kind of like squishy. It could get worn down.
Yeah.
I think that's like the way it loses if it loses.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
But if you always have Mimikyu with this guy's in the back, I think it should be able to be fine.
Yeah, you always have that, and you always
Yeah.
have like the
Like that was
billion priority
why I
options.
kind of prioritized Mimikyu as hard as I did. Because I usually hate Mimikyu. I value it, I think it's a good mod and I just hate using it, but
Mhm.
it was just too good for the kind of team I was trying to build.
Yeah.
For that exact reason.
This is pretty good. Alright, let's move on to
Yeah. On to Doesnt's team.
boy.
Have you ever seen a team that was more clearly drafted by Doesnt than this?
I just love
No.
those first picks, man.
Not one team has one more touchdown than this.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we could
but you
start off by the defog being Crobat.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
is-
that's kind of an issue.
Is it,
Especially because the team's kind of weak to rock. It doesn't appreciate rocks being up on these mons. But
Yeah. Although,
I think Arcanine's kind of useless when rocks aren't guaranteed being off the table.
yeah, like that's some security you want for Arcanine. And Gyarados doesn't appreciate rocks being up. Genesect doesn't because it's going to be turning all the time. Sam doesn't give a fuck, so that's nice at least. Conk doesn't care. Gale doesn't care. Nemo can't do the sash beam as well. I don't know. It's not the worst rock. It's not super weak to rock. It doesn't have the worst rock resist. Doesn't. It's actually not that good about it though.
This seems pretty good overall, outside of the hazard game. Like, it's just kind of hard to ignore the fact that rocks are going to be up on this team.
Yeah, like
in every single situation.
Yeah, rocks are going to be there basically, unless you just have about every game.
It's going to be dealing with relying on Tyranitar a lot to deal with like bird spam as well.
Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's true.
That, but like,
Memo can revenge kill, not like as bad.
Yeah.
Is it first look? But then, yeah.
I think actually just has a lot of.
I mean, the issue is kind of lots of flyings get superpower or fighting coverage.
Yeah, this team just looks really weak to a lot of stuff. Like, just look at that row; it just looks super weak to a lot of junk that a lot of teams don't have those kind of weaknesses. I think that's an issue.
Like usually when you see that kind of weakness chart, it's a much more offensive team than this is.
Yeah, this is it's offensive for sure, but like it's not like super big on the offense.
Yeah.
Like there's no monkey that's completely just defensive, but so like Celebi and Arcanine are gonna run defensive. T-Tar's not usually gonna go super offensive, I don't think. Not here anyway. But like besides that, it is actually pretty offensive.
I just think it's so weird this team doesn't have a dragon.
Yeah, especially for Doesnt.
Like, it's got such good ice, like, support for switch-ins. It just doesn't have a dragon.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. A dragon would be nice here.
I can respect a round 11 Mega Gardevoir though.
Yeah, I mean, the Gardevoir is like half the reason I like the dragon though as well. Like,
yeah.
That, like, a Genesect, a good dragon, and Mega Gardevoir. Very nice, very dragon steel.
Yeah, like, I don't know what other dragons are up right now. But something like that, something would be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that instead of, like, the Zam.
He does technically have two dragons, but they're not dragon type. Actually, maybe just one, but, you know.
Okay. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Very, very Doesnt team.
Yeah.
Very, extremely Doesnt. Hyper Doesnt.
Okay, so Tristan's team next.
Tristan's team's juicy.
Yeah, another Necrozma team, another how the fuck did this manage to get drafted team.
Yeah, no, this is gross as fuck. This is something
juicy, man. I love this shit. Super bulky, super AIDS.
Yeah. Like so many rock setters, and then the removal is just Gligar and Serena, but the only rock weakness is Salazzle, and the rest of the team doesn't give a fuck. Like,
yeah, not like Jesus Christ.
It's like spikes they're kind of weak too, though. Overall.
Yeah.
Because Necrozma doesn't appreciate rocks being up because of its ability.
Yeah, but this team did a good job of making the opponent not want to get rocks, because a lot of the team doesn't give a fuck about it. Like all of his rockers look like they can just punish any rocker that would want to lead and rock.
Yeah, like, he's got like decent, and he can always just fall back to slapping rocks on Gligar.
Yeah. But then just the bulk core of Necrozma, Clefable, and then a bulky Mkang set.
Yep. The double wish on that.
Yeah.
Lilatic as well.
It is pretty gross.
And then any ghosts that want to try and threaten Necrozma Dawn, Crocodile, just Pursuit Traps.
Yeah.
That's good, that's good. A little bit of a water weakness, considering Milotic and Serena.
Yeah.
Like, if you kill Milotic, he's very weak to water spam.
Yeah, that's actually perfectly fair.
And it's like kind of weird because like we saw there was a few like offers like earlier, like doesn't have like Keldeo, Gyarados, that could do well against.
Yeah, kill the Gyarados, but actually, yeah, kill the Gyarados, but he just needs to be, I think he needs to be melodic a lot against a lot of the teams.
Yeah, I think he's going to be kind of like crushing on it. Which, personally, I don't like as much. But it can still do very. It's just a very, very juicy, bulky team. I like it a lot.
It is juicy.
Very juicy.
Hella juicy.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to Kesha's team.
Let's go.
Darkrai and Mega Medicham is very, very scary. There's also a round 11 Mega Medicham.
Yeah. This team is very weird to me, man.
I actually do kind of like. I like it enough, but it feels. I think he went too hard on the defense almost. Like he went. Like what I like about such drafts, sometimes you can just go hard on the offense right at first, and then get your defense later on, because that passes up holes pretty well. But this is just like.
I think especially if you start off the draft with like Rachi and then Peck's Growth. And then Silverly, I think you just leave it at that for defense and just
yeah.
Yeah, but then he kept going for the defensive weird stuff. I know he got sniped on fairies a lot, so he had to go Togekiss. That's whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go for Togekiss.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No one ever has to go for Togekiss. Everyone who drafts Togekiss is voluntarily picking Togekiss, which is a bad thing. So.
Like, I'm pretty sure Comfy was a lot later in the draft than that,
yeah.
and Comfy would have been very good on this team.
And I like it more in this team as well. Like, it supports Mega Medicham better. Togekiss does.
The Rodent Galvantula thing is kind of weird, but like I guess
that's a bit weird. Not really sure why. I don't think he needs those mons.
I don't think he needs it. I think Rotom's okay, but Galv, I don't know why he needs webs.
Webs with Mega Medicham are very nice.
Webs on Mega Medi is okay, but like I
don't think he needs it on this team.
No.
I mean, the options there, and it's nice and prep, I guess.
Webs are also nice with the Rachi Kiss, kind of like flinch spam.
I mean, it's a good win con.
I think if you've already got Rachi Kiss, then and you're going for Mega Medicham, then I think Webs are fine to just splash and just have that as a potential threat.
It's okay.
And I think if you're going for Webs and you have Mega Medicham, you grab Galvantula because it's not weak to flying. Or instead of Togekiss, you just get Slurpuff.
Yeah. Slurpuff.
But I don't know.
There's just options for...
Yeah.
I know, the middle bit of the draft's a bit weird. That Toad to Toad stretch, even.
Yeah,
I don't really know what Snorlax is doing on this team, honestly.
It's not my value. I don't hate it, but
I kind of do. Like, what's it actually doing?
It could Pursuit Trap for Mega Medicham.
It's being Snorlax. I don't know.
That is, you can get better Pursuit Traps in that round.
You can, but
you can. But I just don't hate it on principle that it's a.
That's kind of my reaction of what it's doing on this team. Is I think it's trapping ghosts for Mega Medicham.
Why do you like Togekiss and Silverly? Silverly's great on Medicham teams.
Yeah.
Like that, I really like Silverly on this team.
Yeah.
Silverly looks nice. Yeah.
I think Mega Medicham teams are like probably the best.
He has the offense that he has enough offense that Silverly likes to be able to go into like Medicham.
Yeah.
Likes getting parting shot. Darkrai likes getting parting shot. Like, I think that's fair enough on its own. But I think the Togekiss option just feels kinda, I don't know. It's a weird mon. I think he can also use it offensively. I think that's actually not a bad option, but it's not the best defensively.
Yeah.
Like, I think he set himself up fine to use an offensive Togekiss, which I actually don't hate.
It's a set that don't often. There we go.
One thing I do kind of hate is his reliance on Seismitoad to get rocks up when he has the pecs. You know, I just don't think he wants to be being Seismitoad all the time here. I think he could have gotten better rockers. I think something I would have liked more here is instead of having Snorlax and Seismitoad, I know I keep saying this, I think Miltank just does well here, plus a Pursuit Chopper.
Miltank just fills and rolls so nicely.
It really does.
I can never flame a Miltank pick.
No, you can't. You can't flame a Miltank. It's just good.
It also is kind of nice with Fox Tang too.
Yeah, it is actually. I like it.
For the Fire Ice pick that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a good team though. I do like it. That's an annoying. The triple Karachi X Tang is annoying to beat.
Yeah. Like even if this before we move on, even if this team just runs like Jirachi Peck's growth as a backbone and then Darkrai Medicham offensively and Silvally just a kind of parting shot between all of that, then I think that's just going to win games by itself, and the rest of the
that's like my ideal 6 vacuum. It's just like those.
I think a lot of matchups are just going to fall into that, and that's probably fine, and that'll still, because I mean that's still going to perform.
Yeah,
and it's Silvally, so you just pick a type for me.
I think Snorlax could actually be good trade fodder for, I don't know, some kind of better like Pursuit one of some sort that he can get Miltank. Like I think Snorlax is good trade fodder here if he wanted to go that route.
Yeah, I think if he can get a better rocker and something with Snorlax.
Yeah.
I just don't like it on this team.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Okay. Let's flame Mio's team now.
Okay, go ahead.
Man, I forgot like how ridiculous the first 5 were. So I'm not really sure how any team sets themselves up to be able to switch into
the first 5 individually each require an answer.
Zygarde, Megalophony, Thundee, and Victini. Like those are all 5 mons that you really need a dedicated switch in to not just get rolled by. That itself is kind of scary to me.
Yeah.
There
was some weakness. There was some.
It was overdrafted, but it's okay. Panic Rock.
Yeah.
Panic Swapper 2. Who does that?
I mean, everyone was scrambling for rocks at this point, so I can't even like entirely flame it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you can flame it.
There was a lot of people that kind of did the same kind of thing, where they just kind of focused on 5 power picks at the start of the draft, and then kind of realized, wait, I have no rockers. And then some of them just clearly just kind of forgot about rocks and just moved on, and then others kind of scrambled for the ones that were left.
Yeah. But overall, this is just a very frustrating team to face.
Yeah, it's a nightmare to build for.
The thing I like about those first 5 is they're really offensive, but they don't really share that many weaknesses.
Yeah.
Like, some of them have ice. That's kind of it, really. Like, because if you're trying to beat this team with like a Scarfer, it's hard.
Yeah.
Because you can just get set up on the next turn, so. I don't know, it's difficult to prep for this.
I think maybe Scarf Fairy is the only... Because obviously Victini's a switch-in, but it's not really going to set up off of it.
Yeah.
Whereas...
Yeah, Fairy's the biggest thing here that I'm worried about, in general.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, Roserade, it's okay. Klefki's not even that bad. I like the amount of fucking spike support teams got.
Yeah, I mean,
and also like really appreciates that with Ash Brand.
Is never pressing spikes itself, but
I mean, it might press it in Babby mode.
Yeah, that's true.
But like just having the spikes up is great for Ash Brand.
Yeah.
It's good. It's like it's forcing the other team to the defaulters, even though they're not great.
There's some like mild Volturn with Greninja, Thundity, Victini, and Mesprit as well.
Yeah. I really like Mesprit. I think it's quite good for just time.
Yeah.
And it like it's healing wish, right, for Mesprit?
Is it?
I don't know.
It's a healing wish, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I think this team benefits from healing wish a lot too.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Bringing Zygarde back from AIDS. Yeah.
Even
Pretty
like,
good.
bringing Victini back if it's been switching into fairies, like
Yeah. Like if it's been
fairies
switching
all
to fairies and rocks 2 times, oh, it's back to well. It's just good.
yeah, it's a solid team.
Yeah.
Luckily I dodge it so I don't need to build for this, that's fun.
Yeah, those first 5 are just terrible.
Okay.
I did not get nearly enough.
Let's move on to Kalt's
Yeah,
team.
they didn't really say anything about the pre-moon arrow. Really don't really matter. Kalt's team is Angry Faces, the team. That's still good.
Yeah.
I mean, Gengar is a smiley face, so...
It's scary though, it's spooky one.
Team is very annoying.
This team is annoying to look at, it's like fucking good.
I did not expect Kalt to ever draft this offensive of a team.
Yeah, I know, it's... And the fun part about it is like, there's still plenty of Kalt picks in it. That's like,
Yeah.
weird stuff like offensive, defensive, whatever.
But his blob this time was Gengar.
Yeah, good blob. Shadow blob.
Don't like.
Cutting out.
You
That's
cut
fair.
out. You basically just said don't like and then cut off.
I don't like abs. Sorry.
Absol, yeah, Absol. I don't know why the Absol was picked, but I don't hate it. But I like Absol in general.
As like an only mega, yeah, I'm not a fan. I like it as a secondary mega, but
I mean, Mega Ampharos is available. I mean, actually, though, Mega Alakazam is available, and I like that far.
yeah.
Ooh.
I do like that he's got like Scissor and Roam Wash to kind of get
Yeah, no, I like that little
CUBA
video.
Lando, and then he's got Cobalion to kind of fill out that fall turn as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a good amount of just momentum creators and abusers. And then
Yeah.
bound to
The momentum's just really good.
Oh man, we got Frogman on the chat now.
I'm ignoring it.
never listen to Ratman bad.
Nutman bad. Frogman bad.
Yeah, this team could just do with a better Mega, and it's very good, I think.
Yeah.
It's great Volturn into QB Lando, and very good.
Yeah.
Kind of weak on the rock side. Don't really care about them.
Yeah, I mean Lando Eye doesn't, when it's your S tier, doesn't really want to be pressing rocks.
I think it's kind of interesting that neither team...
Maybe you don't need rocks when you have both Kyurem Black and Hoopa and Bounds. Maybe you just put Bandon specs on them and just...
press buttons, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of interesting that neither team went with Zlando.
Yeah. I think that's usually the correct decision. I mean, it's nice to have the option for Z-Fly and things like that, but a lot of the time you're going to be running Lorb when you're Sheer Force.
Yeah, it's kind of just lore, really. Yeah, it's just good team.
Yeah. So, on to Beezle's team.
Weasel. Is this the last one? No, SJ's the last one. Oh,
Yeah, SJ's last.
reconjack, then SJ, okay, then.
I really dislike the Oxus Speed as the S tier on this team. It's another one of these teams that's kind of just built a team ignoring the S tier pick.
My favorite.
Like if you drop Deoxys Speed for Mega Mawile or Deoxys Defense, which are the two S tiers available in Ultra,
Yeah.
I think this team gets a
does
lot
so well
easier.
here to DOS.
I think
Yeah.
the only thing Deoxys Speed does on this team is abuse hazards, and I think Deoxys D does the exact same thing but better on this team. So it's just weird
Yeah, like
to me.
DOD isn't even a Z user here. Like, what? It's not gonna do shit. It's not gonna do anything offensively.
Yeah. It's not even like he lacks the speed. His Mega Man X.
Yeah, no, he has so much fucking speed. I think he.
Yeah, his back end was drafted is like very fast.
Right. I have a pick now. Sorry.
And then we saw
I
the
also think this could have been a better Mega.
the Mega Mawile would have been fantastic with this team, I think. Because
Yeah.
then both of your Megas fit into this kind of like double Intimidate core with Lando T that we saw in the Dawn draft. Which
I actually
think
don't
is,
like the Mega Mall here as much.
Do you not?
I don't like the Mega Mall as much. Like, I think he really does appreciate having the bulky Psychic around with this kind of team over Mega Mall. It just adds another layer of prep that Mega Mall kind of doesn't add when you have the Heater in there already and you have all the other stuff that just doesn't add an extra like layer to prepping for the defensive end of his team.
Okay.
And his offensive end is like already powerful. Like, I guess it adds needing more.
Because I value Mega Mawile with reliable wish support, which I think Florges.
Yeah, he has reliable wish. Actually, he has really reliable wish. I think he does like that. I think
Things
81 works.
The things that are threatening Florges can easily pass a wish to Mega Mawile on.
Yeah.
What's Zord doing on this team?
Their arc is being a dark type because you have to fill that role.
It's not even a good dark type.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it. Like maybe
I don't know what it accomplishes.
maybe it disguises itself as a low Momola, and like nasty plots on them trying to abuse the wish. I don't know. That's like the biggest way I can see of him abusing it, but.
I just don't like it on this team. I think you could put like a fat psychic in there, pick up a while, boom, good team.
Yeah, but
Does he actually need a dark type here?
I don't think he needs a dark type, especially not if he goes Mega Mawile.
yeah, I honestly doesn't really need like that. I think dropping EOS for Mega Mawile and Zero Warwick for some fat psychic if those are around still. I bet there's at least one.
Isn't Cresselia still up? I'm pretty sure Cresselia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cresselia is so up.
And then you've got,
Cresselia would actually be good here. Sure.
And then you've got Cresselia with double wish.
Okay, I actually like that.
And you can use Lunar Dance into Mawile.
Yeah.
He's great. Much better.
So yeah,
Team's fixed.
Team's fixed, GG.
And I think that's like a much more, well, like a team that Ty would be much more comfortable playing with as well than this.
Yeah.
Because this is like 90% a Ty team, and then there's just like a couple of things that clearly don't fit, which are the Deoxys Speed and the Zoroark.
Yeah.
The Zoroark's a type pick.
Yeah, it's a Ty pick, but it doesn't really fit with his playstyle. I don't know why it's a Ty pick.
Yeah, the DOS. This is. I don't know why he's not going for those other two. I don't know, but I think if they just make his team look better and he'd have more fun with them.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
I think he's just in the mindset of he doesn't want to use the other two, that's fine.
That is honestly fair enough because
That's like it's a fair reason to not pick him on if you don't want to use it, but it doesn't mean I can't flame it for it being a worse pick. Okay, let's move on to SG's team. The last team.
We have reconjack still. Hold on.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Did I skip? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, my bad.
You have to give everyone the pasta.
I'm not sure how I missed that.
Okay.
Good team.
I think it is a good team.
Yeah.
Coco Raichu is good. Let's start off with that one.
See, my problem with Coco Raichu is usually when Coco Raichu is going to win a game, Coco by itself would have won the game.
I like the 6 ground weaknesses. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Right?
That is a hype.
It's just weird 'cause it works. It's like Gliscor, Salamence, Delm.
Yeah.
Pretty.
There's a fine ground resist, but they're all kind of. They all have their own separate issues.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like what?
It's like ground ice is just great against.
Ground ice, ground rock, ground flying even works. Yeah, you see
But
the team.
it's like, I don't know, Blaziken, Coco, really like.
Yeah, I think Blaziken is a weird S tier in general.
I really like it.
I like it, but it's just weird. It's kind of weird.
It's hard to place. It doesn't feel as team defining as the other S tiers.
It's a very good plug and play.
Yeah.
Like best tier in my opinion, because if you just press Swords Dance on that thing, killing half of the person's team. Like.
Yeah. This team has some really good options. It's got fine speed options. I mean, it's only real speed comes from either setting up, which has good speed setup. It comes from the speed boost Blaziken, which it doesn't get fast very quickly, but when it does get fast, it's fast. That sounds really stupid, but you get it.
I mean, yeah, like +1, it's like pretty.
Yeah.
Ish.
And then
Yeah.
Coco Raichu is fast shit. So, but yeah, no, this team does have good Mammoth Mind coverage type answer with the Arachnid. So,
Men's
actually don't think it's
T-Bar is
awful.
pretty good dance coming in. I like the Tentacruel.
The Cruel, it's a weird thing, in my opinion, just because he was already ground weak, but I guess it doesn't really add or detract anything for the team if he's already that ground
It's
weak.
just a nice resist.
Nice resist. Sure.
Yeah.
I guess T-Spikes actually does kind of like having T-Spikes on his side. Because
Yeah.
he's got so much stuff that just...
Yeah, I mean, T-Spikes with Gliscor is just nice.
Yeah, he just wants to
Pretty
be able to
annoying.
rack up some chip damage easy. With the team, you gotta keep going, so... I like it. I like this. I think this team is actually underratedly good. Like, he's got a lot of good... he's actually got a lot of good hazard just options in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much in the way.
I'm struggling to think if we've seen a better hazard game than this team.
I wouldn't call it... I think there's probably a better hazard game. This one has a lot of hazard mons, but it means that like more doesn't necessarily mean better.
I mean, all of Gliscor, Megros, Necrozma, and T-Tar, none of them hate bringing rocks. They can all put
Yeah,
rocks
fair.
down reliably.
Yeah.
Arachnid's the most reliable
hold on.
weapon in the
The
game.
center side, the first side is actually really good for that.
I mean, the clear Gliscor can reliably clear if it needs to. Delmise
Yeah,
as
but
well is pretty reliable.
he only has like 3 like
Fast
reliable
Tentacruel's reliable
clears.
I mean, like, Coco, Mints, Blaziken, Defog is kind of a meme, but the other 3 are fairly reliable clear if it wants to
Yeah.
get rid of hazards.
I think Coco can defog fairly.
Yeah,
It
it
can,
can defog really
You can fit it
reliably.
here, like you can fit it, I think, but it is too
I mean-
small.
The other person's bringing their ground type 100%.
Yeah.
You kind of just defog when that switches it. Guy's bringing. I got 6 ground weaknesses.
Yeah. Easy SD goal, RP goaler kid. I am.
Alright, it's a team. I don't really like webs that much on it. I'm not gonna. But
Webs are
Araquanid
cool.
as
I
a mon
think
is good.
Araquanid with webs is the reason he drafted Araquanid.
Yeah,
Araquanid is good in general here. So.
Yeah. But to that aspect, I kind of maybe like the web more.
I mean, that side, if a team just has no good hazard clear that it can bring to it, then web
Yeah, you can
spikes
just
with
slap
fly
down.
score and you can just subtect and win the game.
Yep. Good team.
And it's been proven that that's how you win CUBA finals, so...
Yep.
Okay. Now let's move on to SG's team.
I hate it. Actually, I haven't looked at it quite yet. But...
I actually have like no idea how to evaluate this team. Other than it being like really ice weak. But it's just like... I don't know.
I'm kind of at a loss as well, but like, I just can't super hate it. I don't know why. Like, I hate looking at it, but I don't hate it.
I mean, okay, fundamentally, like, my game plan of drafting this was just, I have Pheromosa, so I'm gonna get a bunch of shit with hazard. And just use that.
Yeah, I mean, like, fundamentally, I don't really get what this team does apart from being Pheromosa.
It's that, basically. It has, some stuff.
I feel like if this
Yeah.
team, if Pheromosa gets baited, then it kind of falls apart. Which we kind of saw in your fight.
A little bit, but like,
Yeah.
Diazi's still good too as a Pokemon here. Diazi's kind of like the backup option. You can probably get some stuff in, but it really wants to go to the... Like, it doesn't have to do the defensive end here as much. Because he's got...
Offensive Zapdos, too.
Defensive Zapdos would be okay. But I like it. I think you're going to want to have it kind of bulky-ish with this team, but... If you have Skarmory, then I guess you can go offensive.
Team doesn't really care that much about it. Like, team's still like gonna force people to be more than getting the IMO.
I don't really know how to improve this either, though.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
I think it just is. I have to see
The
it.
team is super weird. I'm not sure where the Goodra fits in. I would maybe that would
Yeah, I've
be
been looking at Guja's, like...
that would be the
that's
one thing I would be
there.
like, why is this here? But I'm not sure what I would put there instead.
Yeah,
Like another ice resist maybe, but
like, that's not like this. Like, sure, it doesn't care about ice all that much, like the ice beam type of
Yeah.
ice beam part of it.
Care about
You have,
coverage.
let's see, you've got fine game here and there.
I don't know.
Maybe
it's a weird.
how's your speeds? That's not that bad either. Because I was thinking. Fuck, I actually can't think. I'm bad at thinking. Yeah, it's really hard to evaluate this team, but I'd have to see what it does as a team first. Like, I like the whole pivoting part. Like, you have a few pivoters here and there, but like, I would kind of like some more ways to get your big threats in, even though your big threat is just your
I
big
would
threat is
like
kind of
more
easy.
ways to abuse the pivots.
Yeah, like, I like the Mew and Zapdos Persian, but you just like don't have too much to go into because DNC and Pharaoh are quite frail when they're in. Like, they will die to some moves, just even if there's like drops or whatever.
It's
Even
like
if there's like a drop.
straight priority.
Yeah, strong prio just can run over this a little bit, but
If only there wasn't one team hoarding all the priority options.
Thanks.
alright. It's okay. I have the Ashgren. It's okay. Even though this one's fucking AV Pharaoh against me. You know, I know you will be. That's what I did.
That doesn't work as soon as it gets the...
Oh, it does. It does work
battle
against.
bond.
Well, it still wins.
Does it? Even with specs?
Oh, I wasn't.
I'm pretty sure I got it and it like didn't work.
Well, I don't even know I ran there, but it's not too. It's not super relevant.
Scooter's gonna switch into that for free, so.
Yeet.
Yeah, I don't know. This team is very, very weird for a new team, but I like it.
I don't think you're gonna have fun building with it.
I love building with teams like this.
Okay.
It's just week 1 was like such a bad matchup for like the offensive shit. So. What's your favorite team, boys?
Apart from mine.
Put the team chart up.
The team chart is up.
Okay, besides mine, I guess if I have to pick one that's not mine, can I pick mine? Okay, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna
I like
pick Tristan's. Yeah, I would say Tristan's.
Tristan's is fair.
Tristan.
I like Zern's because, well, yeah.
Yeah, Zern's is pretty nutty.
Yeah, I think those to me are the best two.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Even if Zern's missing some of the roles, it's still really good at being a team.
Yeah. So I like those.
That and Kalt's I actually like is I think.
I like Kalt's.
Well.
It just would be a lot better if it had a better. Maybe there is a reason behind.
Yeah. And I think if Ty does the 2 changes we mentioned, that's also like one of the best teams, but he probably won't, so.
It's probably one of the best. I really hate it. It's a good team, but I really just don't like it. I don't know. Yeah, ugly team.
Okay. I think we should wrap it up here.
Yeah, we wrap it up.
Yeah. It's been a good pasta.
Good test. Okay. You don't need Italian soup pasta anyway.
Mamma mia.
They only ruin it by like writing random shit on the dock and trying to
Fucking
tell me that
pasta, man.
Infernape gets heal bell. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.